We are lucky enough to get to review some very cool cars. Ferraris, Aston Martins, BMWs, Porsches, but we must remain grounded. And the subject of today's test definitely does that. What is it? A SsangYong Tivoli. The what, I hear you say? Think of the Tivoli as a small crossover SUV rival to the Nissan Juke and Suzuki Vitara. The reason a lot of people haven't heard of SsangYong before is because until now it's specialised in big heavy-duty 4x4s and ugly people carriers. The Tivoli then is a bold step. First signs are promising too, because although it's a small car, the boot is a decent size. It's home to a space-saver spare wheel and it can easily swallow a baby buggy, although the load lip is a bit high. Room in the back is also impressive, with space for 3 adults. And you can fold the seats down to increase load space, although this does leave a big step in the floor. If you've ever sat in a SsangYong before, then you won't have the highest expectations. However, the Tivoli will change all that. A decent finish to the surfaces means it's a match for its Japanese and European rivals, especially these leather seats in EX models and above, and dials that are modern and clear. While the heating controls are a bit fiddly, the 7-inch touchscreen system works well, and top-spec models feature an integrated TomTom sat-nav. I do, however, have a complaint, and that is this steering wheel adjusts for rake, but not reach, which means your arms feel a little outstretched. I'm going to have to speak up today because it takes about 20 metres to identify a flaw with the Tivoli, and that is road noise. Which is a shame because the 2 engines available, one petrol, one diesel, are actually quite quiet at low speeds. The petrol though is a little sluggish, which doesn't sit so well with a racing driver, so go for the diesel, which has a bit more mid-range oomph. You can have your Tivoli as a manual or automatic. Now, while the automatic gearbox is very smooth, it does seriously dent fuel economy, so we'd stick with the manual. Similarly, you can also order 4-wheel drive, but again, you pay a big penalty in fuel economy, so we'd stick with front-wheel drive and consider some all-season tyres if you're worried about snow and ice. What you notice most about the Tivoli is actually how little you notice it. Sure, it's bland, but that's better than being bad. And the steering and ride don't add up to a sporty ride, but they are what you would expect from a car like this. Note too that the windscreen pillars are rather large and over-the-shoulder visibility is restricted by the rear bodywork. Best upgrade to EX spec to get a parking camera then. In fact, there are a few other reasons why it's worth spending extra to jump from SE to EX, such as leather interior, touchscreen and 18-inch alloy wheels. Top of the range ELX, meanwhile, adds satellite navigation, automatic headlights and rain-sensing wipers. The Tivoli is more of an unknown quantity when it comes to safety, for while there are 7 airbags, what you don't get are any of the advanced systems you find on rivals, such as one that can apply the brakes automatically to save you from accidentally hitting the car in front. You may well be happy to sacrifice such gadgets though, especially when you find out what good value the Tivoli is. Prices start at a little under £13,000 and that includes a 5-year warranty. In effect, what SsangYong is doing is offering a brand new car for the price of a used one. And whereas its products felt distinctly cheap, well, the Tivoli doesn't. So if you're in the market for a car like this, it's seriously worth considering. But don't go anywhere yet. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking here and visit the Telegraph Cars website to read in-depth reviews of other new cars on the market by clicking here.